All right. Hello, 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 hello. So I am, welcome. It's been a while since I've been live, and I am excited to announce a new initiative that we're going to do here at Greer Method. We've been really fortunate to be able to be kind of on the front lines of a lot of people's lives as they face the headwinds that we've faced over the past several months. I started with a large group of executives right at the beginning of the pandemic and watched how that rolled out across their organization with their employees. I've worked with business owners who were just picking themselves up from the fires in Paradise Valley in California, and then were just sideswiped by the pandemic and of course all of the controversy that's just loaded on top of that. We've got a group coaching program and our personal accelerator program, and so we're hearing firsthand of relationships and businesses, individuals who are struggling in a lot of different ways, and all of it has really led us and provoked us to think about what can we do? How can we really help in a way that makes sense? Because there's so much uncertainty around. And as we thought about it, and as we kind of talked with some other individuals and really asked the question, what would help? Not necessarily what was the best business move or what made the most sense, but how can we help? And what we've rested on is some live coaching that we can give away for free every single day, because we are seeing firsthand, we're experiencing a high level of uncertainty. We've got people all over who just don't know what's going to happen. And we see, as we think about the pandemic and about the racial tensions, we just see the levels of uncertainty. They're not subsiding. They're increasing. They're becoming even more tumultuous. And so, as we start to reopen reopen, our towns and our cities and our states, and then we start closing those down, we see pandemic cases spike, and then we kind of all retreat. And that's happening in a lot of different ways. People in these senses, we think about the many millions of people who are unemployed, who have been let go, who have lost their jobs, who are on unemployment. People are starting to doubt themselves as they continue to try to find new employment, new people who will really, take a chance on them in some cases. And they're starting to doubt themselves. They're starting to doubt their abilities and wonder if they've done something to bring this on themselves. And so doubt is such a real pain that people are struggling with right now. And additionally, people just don't know where to start. It's kind of coming from all sides, and you might have felt that as well. It's coming from all sides. You can't get away from the news, the headlines that are telling you to be afraid and telling you to be worried and telling you to have all of these different range of emotions. And for every message that says be afraid, there's an equal message that says don't be afraid. Ignore it. It's going away. And so it's hard to kind of make sense of it all and find the direction. And some might have an idea of where they want to go, but they just don't know how to get there, how to make the change. I think in many ways, this pandemic has also offered the chance for people to really take a hard look at who they are, how they live, and some of the constraints and challenges that are recurring in their lives. And yet many are too afraid to even take that look, to even really give it that good hard thought of what am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? What might I need to change? And then, of course, many of us are forced to make that recollection and that reflection. So all of this is causing paralysis. It's causing us to stand still and kind of wait for, is the government going to bail us out? Is my employer going to bail us out? Are these different organizations, are they going to be the solution? And so it's causing this real hesitancy, this real paralysis, and causing people from moving forward. This procrastination, we're just not taking the steps in many cases to move ourselves forward because we're all waiting for something somewhere else to happen to us or for us or in our behalf. And it just may not come. And that's part of the uncertainty. We don't know when or if it will come or how it will come. But we know that there's a lot of people that are just kind of hitting pause and just kind of waiting. And I think the underlying problem there is that we're making costly trade-offs. We're trading this time um, for real impacts, whether it be to our own personal development, whether it be to our relationships, to our health. We're just it's not healthy. It's not good. It feels suffocating. It feels depressing and scary in many cases. And yet there's still plenty of optimism out there. There's plenty of good things happening. And as we really thought about how can we make a difference here, we thought about we have been helping people to live at a higher level for the last 4 years. We've been working with executives and business owners, entrepreneurs, individuals, high performers, stay-at-home moms, divorcees. We've been working with a range of people to help them create more certainty, to be able to focus on more of the right things so that they can have that clarity of here's the direction I'm going, here's the steps I'm going to take, here's the tools I need, the resources that I need, and we can start making progress and moving towards those goals, developing that momentum that feels good when you can wake up in the morning and say, here's what I got to do. And you go to bed and you say, I did it. And I know now I'm one more day closer to creating whatever that goal is, whatever that sense of achievement or accomplishment is. And we've been doing that for a long time. We've got a proven process that helps people do that. We do that in our group coaching program. We do that in our one-on-one coaching programs where we help people focus on their careers, their business, their personal habits and hygiene, if you will, not in the traditional sense, but also that we can help accomplish our goals faster and get you to where you want to be, in the future. And so what we're doing is we are offering live coaching daily. So here's how it's going to work. And I want you to just listen to this. We are going to provide a link every single day. You can actually register online. There's a link in our Facebook post, in this post, where you can register. You only have to register once, and then you can come every single day using the same link. It should let you just write in. Or you can spectate. If maybe you just want to listen to the stories, you want to listen to the tools and the tips that you can leverage to be able to create that certainty in your life, to be able to feel a little more confident in yourself, your abilities, your direction, then you can just spectate. You can just come and listen. But if you register, then you can come on to the calls. We will engage with you. We'll be able to provide you some of that coaching, that one-on-one coaching that you might need. And some days we may not have anybody, and that's totally fine. But we want to put a resource out there. We want to be something that people can predict and depend on, and give you some of that guidance. So it's free to register. You would then access through the Zoom link and be able to really have an opportunity to engage and get some of that coaching, some of that guidance that you need. The videos, the daily video like this one, will be only up for a limited time. We're going to do this for probably the next 30 days. And then we'll determine from there, is this something we want to keep doing? Are we helping in the way that we hope to be helping? Because I want to make sure that we are serving you. And so engage with us, tag a friend, comment, hit like, share to those. I mean, certainly you're out there, you're having conversations probably similar to the types of conversations we're having. You're hearing the same fears, the same worries, the same levels of uncertainty. And so hopefully you'll drive people here. You'll encourage them to come along, listen to what we have and the tools that we give. Like I said, they're proven. We've used them time and time again over the last 4 years in our coaching programs. So we know that they work. It's just a matter of, are we getting people here to listen, to apply, to be able to really make that change happen in their lives? So a little bit about me, my background is in adult education, management consulting, and then high performance coaching. And really, I've seen time and time again that people struggle with the same three challenges. They struggle to be consistent many times with things that they already know they should be doing. Think about that for you. What are the things that you know you should be doing, but because of all of this chaos, all of this uncertainty, you actually haven't been doing those things? Maybe you've been on this roller coaster of like, okay, this is the week. Okay, this is the day. Okay, this is it. And yet it just kind of fizzles, it dies. Maybe you stick with it for a couple of days or a couple of weeks, but then it just kind of fades and you're back in that same rut. And so being consistent in those things that you really already know, maybe you've already defined them, that's pretty important. It's important to be able to then be correct. That's the other thing that we just are constantly seeing from our clients is they struggle to be correct, meaning they might know exactly what they need to be doing consistently. They might even be really super clear on what the outcome is, but they lack the tools, the approaches. How do you have that really tough conversation when now in the midst of all of this, you've recognized and realized that maybe your parenting perception or ideology isn't on the same page as your spouse? Maybe the conflicts with your kids or your colleagues, maybe you just don't know how to have them in a different way. And it doesn't matter how consistent you are in something if you're not doing it the right way. And so you've got to have those right tools, the right approach, the right strategy. So being correct, that's the second thing that we just constantly are finding that we are helping. And we have different levels of coaches that we use to be able to provide really targeted coaching for career, for parenting, for business, to be able to help individuals have and get those results, do things correctly. And then we find time and time again that people struggle to be controlled. They're either, all in 100 miles an hour, day in, day out, until they hit the wall, till they hit that level of burnout and stress where they're pulling their hair out, or maybe their hair is already on fire, and they just have almost killed themselves. Or on the other side, maybe they're just not putting in enough effort. They're not really coming at it with a high level of intention or effort or intensity that is needed to really produce the results that they're looking for. So we find that when people struggle to be correct, people struggle to be consistent, they struggle to be controlled. That's what causes the overwhelm. That's what causes the roller coasters. That's what causes the plateaus. And so identifying, figuring out, okay, is it the consistency where you struggle? Is it the correctness? Do you need a new tool? Do you need a new way to do something? Or is it the control? Is it the level of intensity that you come with? All of those things are what we're going to provide for you over the next 30 days for free right here. We're going to give you that coaching. We're going to bring people on. We're going to help diagnose. What is it? Is it consistency? Is it correctness? Is it control? Maybe you already think that you know, but maybe you're not recognizing how a component from your consistency is actually impacting your ability to perform correctly. And so we're going to talk about how all of those things play with each other and how necessary all three of those components are in order to be able to produce predictable performance. You want to wake up in the morning knowing what you're trying to accomplish, having really clear goals and being aligned to that goal, that vision that you have for yourself all throughout the day. So join us. Remember, you can register using the link in this post. One-time registration. You're going to then come in and be a part of the calls on the Zoom platform. That's a free registration. And then secondly, you can spectate. You can just come and you can watch and you can listen and hopefully learn and find something that you can apply immediately to get results. So that's our coaching for today. Hopefully we've already sparked some ideas for you. You're already thinking, whoa, hold on. Do I need to be more consistent? Do I need to be more correct? Do I need to be more controlled? And if that's the case, then we've done our job for day one. And maybe you can inquire about the different areas of your life. Where could I be more consistent in my health, in my relationships, in my work, maybe in my outlook on life? Where could I be more correct? Where could I be more controlled? And then be really thoughtful about what actions you might take. So, in the true spirit of being controlled, don't try to do it all at once, right? Take one step at a time. You're in the right place. I hope that you'll join us over the next 30 days at least, to where you can just come hear some stories from other people who might be struggling, who I can guarantee are struggling with the same things that you're struggling, and really start to build that momentum in the direction that you're looking for. So thank you for watching. Remember, tag a friend, comment here, give us a like, share this into the groups that you're in, and all of the conversations you've been having with people who are feeling uncertain, they're feeling self-doubt, they're feeling like they don't really know how to get to where they're headed or where they want to go. That's who we want to be talking to. So thank you for listening. Thanks for watching, and we will catch you live here every single day. See you soon.